Hey everyone, it's Rob Foglia with Foglia Properties at Keller Williams Realty, and we're coming to you today with our final real estate show of 2021. And before we jump into everything, I just want to say thank you to all our amazing clients, our friends, our referral partners, team members. Thank you all for everything that you've done to make 2021 the year that it's been. And that's a great segue into 2022 because that's what we're talking about today. Basically, how we can help you as our clients, how you can accomplish what you're wanting to accomplish in 2022. For instance, a lot of our clients have a desire to move in the springtime. Maybe they're waiting to or wanting to move between school years, or they're thinking, hey, let's do everything what's a little nicer outside, which I totally get. So we're going to jump into some stats real quick and talk about what that might look like. And I'm going to share my screen real quick so y'all can see what I see. And we are jumping right into a couple of statistics, really just two main things that we want to go over today. And that's about selling in the springtime, when to start and how to time this. And what I've got pulled up right here, I know you can see, I could probably even go back longer than that. But what we're looking at right here is new listings on the market and when they tend to hit the market. This is a rolling 3-month trend we're looking at, really just to make it a little easier on the eyes, because when I look at it monthly, it's a little more jagged. In a nutshell, what I'm hoping to impress on everyone today is timing the market. If you're thinking about a spring move, which you can see, I'm just picking a random year here in 2018, you can see, I mean, April, May, June, that's when the new listings are climbing. That's when a lot of competition for you as a seller for that home that you're selling. That's when competition's at its peak. And so if you're thinking, you want to move in the springtime, your timeline's maybe a little bit flexible, you don't care if you move in March, April, May, June, whatever it might be. I highly recommend start early. Reason I say that is at the bottom here of each one of these, in between each year, you can see the lowest, the time of year when the least amount of homes hit the market tends to be January, December, January, February. And it's a trend. We've always seen that. And in fact, this bell curve is always repeated. Last couple of years, it's been a little bit different. As you can see, less homes hitting the market in April, but that was in 2020. We all remember March, April, May of 2020, what was going on, the pandemic. And so long story short, guys, this bell curve tends to repeat. I mean, we can go back years and years. You can see the same bell curve year over year over year of less homes hitting the market right now, December, January, February, more homes hitting the market and inventory spiking for the year, in March, April, May, June. And so I can't just emphasize enough here that if you want to move and you want to basically have the market cornered, do it sooner rather than later. Give us a call in, right now or in January to get this whole process going for you in March, April, May, to where we can have that target date and work backwards is what I'm getting at. And speaking of working backward with our timeline, I've got one other statistic or set of statistics that I want to share with you. What we're looking at right here are some statistics for Davidson County for our present market. It's a different system, obviously, that I'm using compared to the last one, so I have to show it a little bit differently. But this is every home that's either under contract or sold in the last 3 months in Davidson County. I want to share this with y'all so we can work backward. Two statistics really that I want to share with y'all. One is this column that you can see here on the screen, DOM, days on the market. That means how long did it take a home from the day it went active and they started showing to go under contract. For this statistic, I really like to pay attention to the median line. So you can see whether it's under contract or closed, the median line, you can see it's basically 2 to 5 days of how long it's taking for a home to go under contract. That's what we're seeing in our listings as well. When a home is priced correctly and when we've got it positioned the way that we position homes, they're going under contract in just a couple of days. That's great news for you as a seller if you're thinking about making a move next year. And obviously market conditions might change next year though. And so another reason why I would recommend taking action sooner rather than later. The second thing about working backwards that I wanted to share with y'all is this column right here. If you can see my mouse, I'll shake it so you can see it a little bit. And that's the CTC line on the closed in the closed portion of these statistics. And that CTC just stands for contract to close. So how long did it take that property to go after it went under contract, I should say, to close? For this one, I use both the median and the average, just because the average can be skewed a little bit. But when we have 2,500 homes, the average tends to work out pretty well. And so, whichever one you want to look at, whether it's 31 days, 42 days, basically a month and a half on average for a home once it pens to get to the closing table. So you can see it's a pretty quick process in our current market. I mean, you're looking at roughly a month and a half, maybe a little bit longer, even depending on how everything's going. And so, I mean, if you're looking to make this happen in the springtime, just say you want to be in your new home, first day of spring, March, was it 21st, 20th, March 20th, just say that's when you want to be in your new home. Really, by January 20th, we should have your property on the market and start showing. That gives us 2 months. That gives us, more than enough time to make this happen so you can be in your new home. On top of that, just to jump back to this statistic here, it'll allow you to, just to beat any other competition of the punch. You'll be in this, if we're hitting the market in January and February, you'll be in this area where there's less competition instead of waiting until March, April, May, when the competition starts to rise. I trust this makes sense. If y'all have any questions, easy to get in contact with us. You can, if you're getting this on, seeing us on Facebook, y'all leave a comment, shoot me a PM. I'm happy to respond and help however I might be able to help. If you're seeing this on YouTube, you can email us, info@foliaproperties.com to get in touch with us, info@FOGLIA properties.com. If you're seeing this in your email, just hit that reply button and we're happy to respond and help you. If you're curious about your specific neighborhood, maybe your price point, because you can see, I mean, Davidson County here, we've got everything from a $90,000 fixer upper to a $10 million home in these statistics. So there's properties of all shapes and sizes that go into these numbers that we're looking at. I'm happy to dive deep into your neighborhood. Just reach out to us is what I'm getting at. We're happy to help any way that we can. Y'all, I appreciate y'all checking this out. Hope you all have an amazing holiday season, a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. Give us a shout if we can help in any way possible. Appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. Bye.